act right. Hold on. My motherfucking for some reason my free phone that has my playlist want to pull that bullshit again. It don't want to let me inside of my motherfucking free app that has my music in it. That's some bullshit. Now you gotta have a Wi-Fi motherfucking hotspot turned on, so I gotta turn on my hotspot in order for this shit to act right. For me to load back up my shit. This shit wild. So hopefully the shit connects. Let's hope the shit connects. But we in the house again. Set a pack of men, the ladies and gentlemen from the left, right. We back again. Who is it? It is Hurricane Hood News and Reviews bringing you in the house again. Yeah, we going back again, back and we going back again, back and we going back again. For the very first time. Don't worry if I write checks, I write rhymes. Yep. Da, da, da. We going back to the HHN special report. Shouts out to everybody. I see my people sell their soul. Wanna live the life of luxury, but you gotta give up your soul. He dream of the fame and the riches that was in it. Need all of the money, fuck a whole bunch of bitches. Straight from the slums, poverty was the living. Fucked up life, fortunes was falling from the ceiling. Busted the kicks, hand me down fits, got tired of this. So we got to pay it to get the fuck up out of it. So dope, for a minute, heart wasn't in it, start ripping. Then the people saying they really did it, kept going, but he was still broke. Open mic shows, he met someone in the black coat. Told him that he had potential, flow was essential. Told him if you join this label, you will be remembered next day. Best day, he got the check, ayy, now he on stage. BET with the flex, ayy, then he came home to the man in the black coat. He said, good job, no trick, go Mr. Gino. Came from poverty. I see my people sell their soul. Wanna live the life of luxury, but you gotta give up your soul. She dreamed of the fame and the riches that was in it. Wanna do movies, but the clean, no explicit. Came from the gutter, poverty was the living. Fucked up like bugs, was falling from the ceiling. All up for this. Made her teeth grit, got tired of this, so she got a plan to get the fuck up out of it. Start stripping for a minute, heart wasn't in it. Auditions, as leaders, people say they did it, kept going, kept rolling, but she was still broke. After night show, she met someone in the black coat. Told her that she had potential, body was essential. If you join his movie company, you will be remembered next day. Best day, she got the check game. Now she did movies and made a couple of sex scenes. Then she came home to the man in the black coat. He said, good job, no trick, go Mr. Gino. Came from poverty. I see my people sell their soul. Wanna live the life of luxury, but you gotta give up your soul. Came from poverty. I see more people sell their soul.
I do, but I don't take it for granted.
Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I made a bargain with it, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my end.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And then this earth, and then
Yep. Now let's get off into it. The smaller news, and we're gonna work up to the big news. Pause. Boosie talking about Kanye real quick.
Around that time, you and Kanye were going back and forth. And he actually talked about the car accident. He said, man, to everyone, let this be a lesson. Don't have the handlers make you go against God's favorite. For my entire life, every stupid ass.
Fuck Vlad, I don't give a fuck what Vlad do.
Never even heard of. They come out the woodwork. Coming for me, something bad always happens to them.
That's how I feel about me. That's how I feel about me. Ain't nobody come out the woodwork, man. You're a professional dick sucker, bro. Like, come on. If you suck dick over 6 years, you're going to be a professional dick sucker. You enjoy a dick in your mouth. Like, simple as that, you know?
Yeah.
And I heard him come back to him, Boosie stinks. I laughed myself. That's all you can come back with, Boosie stinks.
He said, I know that N-word smells poor, and I've never met him. The N-word is poor. What the fuck am I talking about smell?
I'd rather be all that than have a dick in my mouth.
They took a piece of shit. Made him talk shit.
All that, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm all that, Kanye. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But you are going to be known.
Yep.
For, you know, like when he's like, that is just, you know, I don't want to dwell on it, but, and I'm not finna go back and forth with a dick suck. If you never suck no dick, I'll go back. But no, that ain't going under my resume. I'm not going back and forth on no ground with no dick sucker. I don't give a fuck how rich you is. You a dick sucker. You have all the money in the world. You like pipe in your mouth. That's not finna be on my record. No more Kanye questions.
No more Kanye questions. Pause.
I'm a real one, man. I ain't finna have that shit on my legendary stage. Who's arguing with? No, shit, no. I'll argue with Kanye West, but I'm not arguing with Kanye the dick sucker. I'm not. I'm not. I can't win that battle because you still confident out of putting a dick in your mouth. You confident in the motherfucking world. I can't beat you, bro. I can't beat you, bro. Like, you can say whatever you want about me. You can say whatever you want about me. But when I remember your name, in my mind, I ain't say everybody else's mind, but when you come to mind, you know, because when you used to come to mind, I'd be like, man, Kanye dropped the best album ever, probably. Graduation. That's what I used to be thinking about.
Yeah, Graduation was the shit.
You fucked my head up.
But College Dropout was better.
You told me you was a pro.
But Graduation was the shit.
You confessed that you was a pro. Fuck on, man. Fine. I bet he would have lost. You wouldn't have won. He should have said he sucked dick on BET that day. He wouldn't have won that in 05 when all them gangsters was out here. I bet you he wouldn't have sold that much.
I think that was 07.
He wouldn't have sold that much in 05. He should have confessed in 05. 50 Cent would have won. Let's keep it real. When Jeezy was out. When Boosie and Tim was out. You think when BMF was out, you think he would have outsold 50 then? We need to start keeping it real from the jump, because I kept this bitch 100 from the jump.
Yeah, what's crazy though is that if you remember at one point, Beanie Siegel dissed him. This was maybe 2006. And Beanie Siegel called him gay. Hey, what's up? It's Ski Moose, man.
Let's get it.
I felt what he said about why would I sell a deal? I sold crack, sold drugs. I had houses. Listen, hold on. I had houses on Rikers Island. Right. 1 million, 5 up. But this is my shit. I had cribs up north. I was good. I was that nigga. That don't translate to listen. I control shit. You heard? That don't translate. Listen what I'm saying, bro. Listen what I'm saying, bro. You saying you've been in the places, you understand that. No, I said I never played guilty. I said they helped me till I beat you. So you may not understand this. So what I'm saying is I know how to beat blood out of rock. Right? So a nigga can't tell me he gonna give me $100 million and play with my butt. Because I'm going to go, 1, I'm not a homosexual. 2, I'm never selling my soul. 3, I don't care if it's $100 billion. I'm going to get it on my person. Right. Let me get it on my own. Let me get to a point, bro. Right. So I'm going to get it on my own. A lot of these artists don't be real niggas. That shit you see on the record or whatever they making, they not really solid. They not thorough. They never sold them drugs. They got mommy and daddy at home. They never even been through shit. So when they get proposition and they see a car, they go, they don't know. Don't drink after a nigga. They don't know. A nigga going, they don't know. Let me tell you straight, because I ain't really trying to put niggas out there, right? But a nigga in the studio, we from the hood. I used to stick niggas up, bro. Babyface, I used to beat niggas. So I'm always on point, bro. I'm on point right now, my nigga. Always on my square. But a nigga that's a square, he don't know. So he don't know watch your drink. He don't know. So now he drink behind nigga. He get drugged. They rape this nigga. They rape this nigga. Videotape it. Then when he in a meeting, they give him a shitty contract. They play the video of him getting fucked by 3 niggas. He ain't never been doing shit like that. So he
Pause.
fuck it, I'm just gonna sign. And you gonna give me money? So rather than get that story put out, he gonna sign that bad contract, which is a 360 deal. He gonna take that advance, which is recoupable anyway. So they gonna give him the money just to take back and own the rights to his shit. I'm sitting here with 5 niggas that got the same look like I killed 9 niggas. Yo, I give you 5. I'm over here with 5 niggas right here. Everybody niggas like that. Listen what I said. Hold on. Listen. The game is, listen, bro. The game. Ask some questions. We don't want to know. Listen, the game. The point is this. So I can go, yo, man, it's great. You did that. But we not. It's funny, but it's not funny because there's a kid right now that's watching this that I'm trying to tell his story. He got a video where you gotta be careful. No, you gotta be careful. So he could avoid this shark infested waters.
Aside from that, because it ain't just no industry shit. Right. You know, there's predators walking the fucking streets.
It's different, man.
And as a kid, I ran into a couple of predators, and I figured out who they was. In my mind, I was like, okay, let's set these niggas up and rob them.
Right, but hold on. See, my thing is, like I said, when I said
they was there, they didn't have to do nothing with no music.
When I said there's no gatekeepers, that's not what I meant. I meant traditionally, right? Mm-hmm. As an artist. Remember, you used to have a single that was popular before they put out. Right, that was when the gatekeepers was there. Right. Remember that you had to actually tour on your album, and it was one album about a year and all that. That's when the gatekeepers was there. That's when they had to monetize every bit of who you was as a person. Right? Then I think of Chance to Rap. No, he's now I'm gonna tell you about Chance. Chance is the only nigga that made $1 million with no record deal. That nigga sold 1 million tapes on his own.
And he's not the only one.
He's not the only one. How you independent? You got Beyonce on a fucking record. Because come on, bro. He's an industry player. That's what your thought process is. That's not what the facts are. What you mean? So his father know Obama? Yeah. And that's a Henry.
Chicago.
That's a bad thing.
Chicago, bro. Is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing. You gotta make it dots. All right, listen. That's a bad thing. Nah, man. It's like these niggas be, and that's another two. And let me tell you something. The gatekeepers now, first of all, I'm going to go back to the first motherfuckers with Vindy, right? And then now, the gatekeeping is not analog. The gatekeeping is digital, right? That's one. Then number 2. Spotify not trying to fuck nobody. They bought. Then now, Twitter's fucking everybody. They don't even meet Spotify. You put your shit up. No, you do meet your no.
That's me.
You do meet Spotify because you got algorithms and shit like that. They like first of all, even on Instagram, nobody gives a fuck about the pennies we make, okay? So when you a brother like me, Math Now, and a brother right here, we basically utilizing direct to consumer, right? But it's a cap to that. It's a limit to that, right? So these social media platforms, they limit your ads, how many people view your shit or whatever. It's all controlled, correct, right? And then they got people now in the industry, they make it seem like they're independent, but they really not. They got media companies, publishers, they got mad shit behind them because now that's like the cool thing. I'm independent, fuck a regular.
No, I get it.
You know what I mean?
So it sounds more of like a dream story.
Yeah. The independent thing? Chance of the industry thing.
It's like, it's like,
when I say
mixtape was on Apple exclusively.
You know what? Now, hold on. Now, you got to think about that. His second mixtape.
Independent artist.
Right. No, it's not. No, stop. What was the imprint on that album? We ain't sold that. Nobody was free. You talking about? That's right. Say it again.
It was a deal with Apple.
Wait. Wait. Say that last part again. It was a free mixtape. Now, let me tell you what Chance did with that. He didn't make no money off the mixtape.
Yes, he did.
He didn't make no money. No, when I say he didn't make no money, No. When I say he didn't make no money off the mixtape, I mean to say that all of the tour money, the Coliseums that he sold out, that's where the bread came from. The money didn't come from the deal. I'm giving away the free album.
Gave him a deal to put the album on their streaming service. The same way Samsung did for Jay-Z.
Right, no.
20 mil,
40 mil.
Probably get a chance.
But enough. Exclusively. Wait, no, that's not imprint.
Understand. Wait. I need y'all to understand something that's very important about most of those deals. They were exclusively on one platform. That means that his fan base had to go there. That's the deal. No.
That's a draw-in.
That is the deal. We understand you have this many people following you without us.
He's not independent.
So, for us to gain from dealing with you,
I'm gonna give you $1
million to put the album on mine. Then you can go get 2 chains and whatever you want on it.
No. That's not how it's not gonna work for everybody. That's not.
You have to have your own followers.
And like I said, that album that came out on Apple for Jay-Z, that was under Rock Nation.
No, Samsung.
No. I want to tell all the artists watching this that there's a lot of politics in the game, and this shit, I used to listen to this, like, everything that we're talking about and get discouraged, but the bottom line is, just fucking do you and kick the fucking door when they come to you. And so that's the way you fucking do it. Same thing, exactly.
I want to say shout out to everybody who purchased the pre-order of the Justin Project. I sold it for $100. Great. Thinking, I don't know what's going to happen. And a lot of my fans stood up and said, yo, here's $100. We want the album. We want the album. Independent. And rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, because I got that. I was going to say, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Independent.
But
yeah, you can eat.
It's about knowing your fans.
I thought your name was Matthew. Little man.
Yeah, I know. Solomon got fucked up on that shit. Y'all, my name is Justin.
I don't know my favorite name.
MAP is an acronym.
Me and the whole
Lifeline.
Naturally evil mind state. Never ever miss shots. Fuck around, you be needing emergency medical service. Me and the host. I know. Remember that? Me and the host. What was it stand for?
No, it was a lot.
Yeah, like that. Like the
it was really me achieving true happiness.
Fuck. That should be a book, nigga. Yeah.
It will.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep. Nah. New Diddy lawsuit.
Executives, politicians.
He wants to mind. Obviously.
You just got the Jeffrey Epstein of the music and entertainment industry. The new lawsuit that just dropped against Diddy is massive, and it has photos, it has videos, it names names, and there's so much here that it's never going to fit into a single video. So I'm going to do a quick overview in this video, and then I'm going to do a couple of parts breaking down all the different aspects of what's come out so far. We're talking crime scenes. We're talking photo evidence of celebrities like Cuba Gooding Jr. We're talking record label executives. We're talking hidden cameras in every room of the house. Getting recordings of celebrities, executives, politicians at parties with celebrities and underage girls, with drinks being spiked, with drugs. This goes all the way back to the murder of Tupac and Biggie. We're talking about the entire rap and hip hop industry and the whole music industry at large. But to be clear, this is just opinions and speculation. These are not statements of fact. When I show sources in the background, like the court case, you should take those for just what they are. I'm not saying that all of this is necessarily real. So what's happened just now is that this man, Rodney Jones, who is a music producer that worked with Sean Combs, who is Diddy, he just filed this lawsuit. And he didn't just file it against Diddy, he filed against the executives at all of the companies associated and against the companies like Universal Music Group. His lawyers claim that he has secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings of Diddy and his staff and his guests engaging in serious illegal activity. It's illegal for lawyers to make these claims if they don't have reasonable belief that this evidence is legitimate and exists. They could get disbarred for making these claims if they're not true. And some of that evidence is present in this lawsuit, like when Diddy allegedly shot a man. And then the LAPD saw that room in the photo, the bathroom with all that blood, and were on the scene for hours and no arrests were made. They went with the explanation that Diddy told his staff to give, which was it was a drive-by shooting. Diddy made it clear that his head of security, Fahim Muhammad, had the power to make people and problems disappear. This guy. And all of Diddy's staff were instructed to contact Mr. Muhammad if they were ever pulled over by the police in Miami or California. Diddy often bragged about having law enforcement under control. Although the deeper you look, the more it looks like people above him and above law enforcement had him under control. We'll go more into these cases in the detailed videos, but now the bigger picture. See, Diddy has been one of the most powerful people in the rap industry ever since the 90s when he founded Bad Boy Record. And he was only 24 when he founded it. He started his career as a non-paid intern at A&R until he was then fired in 1993 when he was 24 and founded his own label, Bad Boy Records, later that year. So how does a 24-year-old found a massive record label on his own? Well, when you dig further, you realize it wasn't on his own. It was with the help of Clive Davis, his mentor. And the further into it all you dig, you realize that Clive Davis came out as gay later on, and there's a lot of rumors that him and Diddy were in a relationship throughout this time. This is going to come up over and over and over, just by chance. Clive Davis has been running significant portions of the music industry since our parents were kids listening to music, responsible for artists like Aretha Franklin, Alicia Keys, The Grateful Dead, then later Usher, Outkast, Pink. But back in the 60s, the 70s, like Janis Joplin, Santana, Aerosmith, Pink Floyd, like, come on, groom him to do gay stuff, which he allegedly showed him a tape from a secret recording that he just happened to have of Jones's idol having gay sex with some white guy. And then Diddy apparently told Jones that he had engaged in gay sex with this redacted rapper and that redacted rapper and his idol, Stevie J. And apparently he also promised to make sure that Jones would win Producer of the Year at the Grammys if he did gay stuff on camera. Although, to be clear, he wasn't explicitly saying on camera, but Mr. Jones discovered that Diddy had hidden cameras in every room of his home. I'm going to guess that Diddy didn't learn how to wire a whole house with cameras on his own. Kanye has accused Diddy of being a Fed many times. Diddy's also been accused of ordering the hit on Tupac many times. And when Diddy was asked about this on a podcast, this was his response.
We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to even go there with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking me.
When you start digging into allegations of the CIA, the FBI, the Mossad having tentacles in the music industry, you wind up at total rumors like this. Former CIA agent admits agency created gangster rap to fill private prisons by glamorizing criminality. Claims like famous hip-hop lyrics of the legendary hip-hop outfit NWA were even scripted by a team of psychologists and war propagandists inside the CIA, according to this former agent. Obviously, these are just totally rumors and conspiracy theories, no truth to this whatsoever. But it leads you to people like Lear Cohen, who might be the most influential person in the last 100 years of music, because he ran Def Jam and made Jay-Z who he is, including Redman, Method Man, DMX, Ja Rule, Ludacris. But it doesn't stop with rap music. We got Bon Jovi, Mariah Carey, Shania Twain, Elvis Costello, Ashanti, Nickelback, Slipknot, Sum 41, The Killers, Slayer. But then we've also got his protege, Julie Greenwald, that got elevated through this merger that he brokered and managed the Black Keys, Bruno Mars, Death Cab for Cutie, Jason Mraz, Kid Rock, Lupe Fiasco, Wiz Khalifa. That would be this Julie Greenwald. And then we've got Lucian Grange, the CEO of Universal Music Group. He's the one that is directly implicated and named in this lawsuit. It is alleged that he attended these parties with underage girls and with sex workers, and he knew that they were spiking drinks, et cetera, et cetera. But when you're talking about Diddy, you got to also talk about Justin Bieber, West, Ariana Grande, Demi Lovato, et cetera. Scooter Braun is a really big player in the modern lyrics. Kanye West, Black Eyed Peas. Tupac and Biggie were both coming up, and they were both talking about leaving their records that we've shown the people involved in those records already and starting their own. And Tupac was to speak out a little bit maybe about the nature of the industry. Diddy was close in the middle of that, and there's a lot of rumors that he ordered the hit on Tupac. Diddy sort of rose to power on the power vacuum of Tupac and Biggie both leaving the scene. And he has been manipulating and running a huge portion of the industry from the inside ever since. And this court case directly alleges with lots of evidence that he has been running a sexual blackmail scheme that entire time, promoting artists that would engage in the sexual blackmail scheme and then do their bidding there, because there's not just him acting alone, and pushing out Oscar.
This is wild. Not only I'm shadow banned, but they're fucking up my signal, but it's making my shit look like that is, you know, like that is cool. But my other phone telling me that everything is fucked. Let me know if y'all hear me, because these motherfuckers are really fucking with my shit. But like, everything looks normal. It's some weird shit. Some weird ass shit. Well, that was the okay.
Blacklisting, attacking artists that wouldn't. So maybe you should go back and listen to some of Kanye's interviews and see if he sounds quite so crazy after all.
All right. Now, Sexy Red just did some dumb shit. Let's hear this dumb ass shit. That shit sound horrible. What?
It's a barbecue, I'm finna put it on your grill. Just eat it. Just eat it. Yeah. You better not let that since I heard a minute, man. And if that dick is short, I'm telling all my friends. I beat your ass when we bout to throw them in. Just eat it. Just eat it. Like you said, just eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. No, I like to be eaters.
No. As I'm hearing this right now, as I'm hearing this right now, what's little water style? She just fucked up a legendary fucking song. Y'all want to hear this shit again? You want to hear this shit again? She not only disrespected rap, but she disrespected Michael fucking Jackson. Sexy fucking Red. What's Lil Water Style? I'm sorry to fuck up your ears, but
What?
I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. What the fuck? I'm so fucking dead. Is this a fucking parody? They could have just kept that beat and let that beat ride without anybody doing anything on that fucking beat.
What the fuck did I just listen to? I'm feeling salty.
I read a video. This chicken.
No one ain't rushed the stage. No one ain't tell this bitch to get out the studio with that shit. Nobody. I'm sorry, future self, but someone need to beat this bitch. What?
Oh my God, I wanted to shoot myself in the face.
Did not get up there and literally remix Michael Jackson's song. I know she did not.
Oh yeah, they definitely suing her.
Hear that shit? Baby, I know Michael is rolling over in his grave because what the hell? Baby, his family finna have a time with that. Why the hell is you over here playing with this man music? That's a fucking legend. Like, that is fucking, like, that's a fucking, what the fuck is wrong with you, sexy?
And the chick that's fucking talking probably wasn't even born when the mic came out. But it seems like when a child is born, they automatically embed it with I love Michael Jackson music for some reason. It's like going back to the Chappelle joke. It's like you and your deathbed kid and like you want to see Michael Jackson for your last time on earth. It's like, nigga, you wasn't born when Thriller came out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think every kid is born with the I love Michael Jackson genome. But you really know what it is, and let's just be motherfucking logical. Our parents and our grandparents and our uncles and our aunties put us up on Mike. Everybody loved Michael Jackson. And if they didn't love Mike, they loved Prince. If they didn't love Prince or Mike, they loved both. We grew up listening to this guy. We all wanted to dance like Mike. We all wanted to play the guitar like Prince. But, dog, Sexy fucking Red. Now, I'm late to this party. This shit did not pop on my timeline. Only reason why I'm covering this sad news because I was talking to my homeboy today. Shouts out to KTP. I was talking to my homeboy today. And he brought it up. So I'm like, I'm gonna check this shit the fuck out. Because the last motherfucker that did a parody to Michael Jackson was Weird Al Yankovic, and he got approved by Mike himself. They had a contract. They both signed some names on it, and Michael Jackson is part writer of the Eat It song. His shit was called Eat It. Now, I'm the Black Weird Al Yankovic, and yes, I do adult-themed parodies. I'm on the, all the Sexy Red type of time, but Sexy Red don't have a fucking voice, one. Two, you ain't letting people know that this is a fucking parody. That's your, like you about to get fucked. You got your producers fucked also. The producers were just supposed to make that beat, probably go through some shit, and just like be a DJ with that shit. Don't throw Sexy Red on the and we all know the bitch can't sing. Nicki Minaj, she have a little voice. I give her a slight little voice. But come on. Shouts out to Water Style. I heard she stole Pound Time from somebody. What? Oh my God. If you stole that from somebody, The person you stole it from had to be in 7th grade. She need to be arrested.
I like sexy, but that's not it, honey. Like,
see, she likes sexy. Anybody that was born in Michael Jackson's time or even remembers Michael Jackson would never say Sexy Red is likable at all. This is horror culture at its finest.
Michael Jackson, bitch, you crazy? I literally had to restart that bitch twice because I thought I was fucking tripping. I'm like, I know damn well this bitch did not go remix this bad song. Like, I just know she did. Like, I just know she had common sense to not do no crazy ass
real shit. The motherfucking producer should have been like, hell no. I made this beat for the club. I made this beat for my personal listen. You know, like if I would just want to just like listen around the house or some shit. I just want to tweak some shit. I wouldn't want to sample some shit. Nobody rapping on this bitch. He should have stopped her. But you know what? She probably threw that ass back and said, you can do it. Looking like a goddamn fool, drooling and shit. Probably didn't give a fuck. Everybody in that bitch high as hell, high, drunk, probably going off weed, pills, coke, and blow. Yeah, let her in the booth. Or she probably got set up. Oh, yeah, babe, you can rap on this. Just telling herself in his mind, she about to get destroyed. And sued. But no, he didn't think that because guess what, nigga? You made the beat. And you let her in the booth. So rather if the producer there, with the engineer, with her, all y'all niggas in that bitch getting sued. I won't be surprised if the janitor got sued. Just for being there. You already know. Fact, I was on the producer.
shit like that. That man family is finna sue the fuck out you. This shit gotta be a joke. This can't be for real, for real. Like, I just know. I just know this gotta be for play. Like, bitch.
So said Michael Jackson estate has slammed Sexy Red's explicit flip of the King of Pop classic Beat It after.
But I love the beat though. I'm not gonna lie. He did a cold ass sample. I love how he added that techno vibe. Like that's why I thought he was doing this shit for the club. It could have been just like some club shit to listen to. Not some motherfucking shit you put Sexy Red on. You could have had a nice, just regular club beat off some Michael Jackson sample. It could have been cool without even being sued, probably. Now all eyes on you is fucked up.
Of the St. Louis rapper makes her song Just Eat It, right? You know, it's very, very explicit, right? It said the song has went viral on social media.
Man, I could have did better.
You know, Michael's estate says word.
I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. Because you are a great producer and a great artist. I know you could have did better. I know you could have did better. Rather you would have chose the hip-hop vibe, or gangster rap vibe, or the club vibe. I think the other guy had like a more like club techno wave party vibe. It was like, you know, like some shit you fist pump to. Fist pump. But I know you would have killed the water style for sure, for sure. Shit, I would have killed it. And I don't even make beats. I would have did it off the first try. No, I'm just bullshit. I don't know. Real shit, I probably wouldn't even touch that beat. Unless I know that I can make something great or phenomenal.
Totally unaware of this, a spokesman for the Michael Jackson estate tells Billboard, they said the use of the music is unauthorized. Billboard is still waiting for Sexy Red's response, right? So I would imagine Sexy Red to drop this.
Yep, it's already. The Michael Jackson estate said, yo, you ain't authorized this shit.
Has so much a virality to it, even though it is very disrespectful to Michael Jackson and the estate, but I guess she could play it off as this is some kind of parody, right?
But she can't play it off as a parody because the bitch didn't put parody in the motherfucking song. And two, if it was going to be a parody, it would have been using the original beat. or sometimes you can be creative with the beat that you use. But like at the same time, that sample, that fucking it's over. It's over. You got that part right there. It's over. It's over. Everybody know who the fuck played that instrument. And we know who owns that shit. The Michael Jackson estate. You could have just slid if you just had a beat. That's it. You already know. She probably didn't even know what a pair. Oh my God. And that's what makes the situation funny and sad at the same time. I don't know how to feel right now.
There were Michael Jackson parodies to be released in the past.
Weird Al.
Weird Al Yankovic, he did a song, many years ago, right?
I'm the Black Weird Al.
And he did an interview. He jumped on. He said that he approved of that. Michael approved of this parody where he did a version.
Black Al
called
Yankovic.
Eat It
That's my
as well,
name.
right? Sexy Red got Eat It, but they're definitely not talking about the same things. So I believe that Michael probably thought Al Yankovic's version of the song was funny, right? But I don't think
it was better.
He would think this Sexy Red version is funny because it's just overly sexual. It's just very explicit, and I don't think Michael would have liked.
And
that,
real
right?
shit, I know I make adult parodies, right? But Sexy Red, if this was an adult parody, but we all know it's not, she about to get fucking sued. So, and plus, the first thing a person has to do, I thought this was like a golden rule. Like, if you're about to use somebody else's sample, you go to the motherfuckers. Like, if they did, you go to the estate or you go to the motherfucker that owned the rights to the shit. You just don't do the shit. I thought. But like you said, Waterstyle, she probably don't know what a fucking parody is. She probably don't know shit about copyright claims and copyright the whole law shit. I'm high.
Michael Jackson gave you his blessing. Is that right?
Yeah, legal permission. There's a document somewhere with Michael Jackson's signature next to mine saying we are the co-writers of Eat It. So it's a legal thing.
Did you get to meet him?
I did a couple times, 2 or 3 times, and it's very. Have you ever met Michael?
I never met Michael.
Very, he's super nice, very soft spoken, but it's not like you're meeting a human. I mean, and I don't mean this in a bad way. It's sort of like you're so bigger than life, you're so iconic.
Right.
It's almost like you're meeting an alien, or you're meeting like a statue from Madame Tussauds. It's like you can't possibly be real.
So y'all, drop what y'all think in the comments.
Yeah. And it's crazy how they put all that idolization on Mike. Mike is like a fucking god to people. That motherfucker used to have a concert, stand on stage for like 10 minutes. Niggas having heart attacks, fainting. They waking up the next day like, I missed the whole concert. Yeah, bitch, you fainted before the niggas start singing. Mike used to go crazy. I mean, like the fucking fans used to go crazy. Mike used to go crazy on stage, but I'm talking about the fans. Like, way before the show even start. This motherfucker like, damn. Nigga turn his head for 2 more minutes. He start off looking at the on front of the stage for like 5 minutes. He turned and looked to the right, everybody cheer and faint and have a heart attack for 3 minutes. Then he looked to the left for the rest of the other 10 minutes, and then the whole show start. You've been hit by, you've been struck by the spook. Give me Eddie, okay. Yeah, people was passing out left and right, all of his concerts. For real. That was Mike. That was motherfucking Mike. But I think that's all of my music news. Now it's time to get to the other news. We got to go to the UK first. Much love to my guy, this Vaughn, to my UK correspondent. Sending love, healing energy. Get better soon. You know what I'm saying? Where we at? Where is that damn video? I think I'm getting close. Get closer. Get closer. And I just can't put my gun away. Shoot a fucking cop in his face. I shot that cop. Now that's an adult parody for your ass. I shot that cop. We gotta hide up in this place. I can hear them loud and clear. I'm stupid, y'all. Where the fuck is it? Oh, there you go. We in the UK with it.
Hi, I'm Amelia. I'm English, and I love England. I like having fish and chips and a pint at the local pub.
And that was a freestyle.
I like Shakespeare and Dickens, Tolkien and Lewis, Harry Potter. I like pork, sausage, and dogs, and fashion. Haram! Haram! But I don't like that.
On deck.
Brits are famously polite, but it mustn't mean we're willing to commit cultural suicide. Our institutions, the Church of England, the BBC, are a bunch of queers and nonces. How the bloody hell did we go from Churchill to you git? Sadiq Khan, the mayor? This is London, mate, not Afghanistan. Or Star Wars.
What the fuck is a git?
Our government won't even protect our schoolgirls from grooming gangs. Sod off, wankers. The police won't help. They're too busy confiscating garden tools and suppressing free speech.
I'm coming,
That's right, miss. What have I done, officer?
You've tweeted rudely, and you're under arrest.
Curry is fine, but we have several recipes already. There are 50 Islamic nations in the world. Muslims don't need to be on our island. They want to conquer it. The government says it must be this way. That doesn't make it right, does it, Robin Hood?
No.
These dragons that threaten our England won't go away unless brave knights rise up to slay them. Or did all the British bloodlines with any bollocks get killed off in World Wars I and II? Englishmen, it's your country, and it's being taken from you. Chav, posh, doesn't matter. We're already all in this together. I don't want this to be the future of the women of England, and I'm sure the women of Iran and Afghanistan didn't want it either. Your ancestors beat the Spanish Armada, Napoleon, and the Nazis. Surely you can handle welfare tourists. History will record what you do or don't do. Get cracking, lads. Love, Amelia.
All right, let's go to one more parody. And then we're going to go to the UK.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is full of degenerates. When you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of the world system. That makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to pick up a biology textbook. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on their pronouns that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the dude in the red dress? A dude? Again. Freeze it.
Freeze it.
That wasn't a woman? No. It's another training program designed to teach you one thing. If you are not one of us, you might marry one of them. What are they?
Transformers.
They can move in and out of any gender, regardless of their chromosomes. That means that anyone coming out of the female bathroom is potentially a ladyboy. Inside the Matrix, they can identify as anything, but in reality, it's just delusion. We have survived by hiding from them, by running from them. But they are at the Diddy parties. They are guarding all the doors while they are touching all the kids, which means that sooner or later, someone is going to have to fight them. Someone. I won't lie to you, baby. Every single man or woman who has stood their ground, everyone who has fought this agenda got canceled. But where they have failed, you will succeed. What? I've seen an agent identify as a concrete wall. Men have emptied entire clips at them and hit nothing but air. Yet their strength and their speed are still based in a world that is built on rules. Because of that, they will never be as strong or as fast as you can be. What are you trying to tell me? That I can dodge lawsuits?
No, dear.
No, dear. If you identify as an innocent human being, you won't have to.
It was so good. Everybody still think this shit is real. Identify as an innocent human being. It was like, that wasn't a woman? No. If you're not one of us, you will marry one of them. What are they? Transformers. Man, I love that shit. That shit is hilarious. Oh man, we're in the UK with it. Oh, Volvo. They recalling Volvos. Motherfuckers exploding electric cars and shit. Let's go.
The update for you, mate. This time it's for the Volvo cars. There was something going about, some stories about fires and the lurky and not charging the Volvo cars past the 70 percentile mark because, well, it could get a little bit toasty, and there is an update on this. Volvo has recalled more than 10,000 cars in the UK because of fire risks. This is to do with exactly that. The thing about, well, you need range, don't you, with electrics? You need some range. You need to be able to get to places. Yeah, you know, because it used to be, it still very much is. Although they're trying to eradicate it very much. But with diesel and petrol, you pop it in, didn't you? You stand around for a little bit. Some people make a big deal out of putting petrol in their cars. They just, it's like they're standing around for hours when you're waiting for a minute at the petrol station. But anyway, I've digressed. Fucking arseholes. They're standing there. It doesn't take long for someone who's normal. Yeah, put your petrol in, and that's it. You've got a full tank if you want it, right? With a Lecky, you need to plug it in and you charge it, and then you're hoping you're going to get some range out of that. But the whole thing with these Volvos was don't charge it past 70% because it could get quite toasty.
Hey. So you want your car to be 100% charged, right? So you can have a full tank of gas, right? But they're telling you don't charge over 70%. Could get toasty. Fuck these electric cars. Because I know that the fires are going to be catastrophic. It's going to be catastrophic. And electric fires are a lot difficult to put out than a regular sporadic fire. So people need to like rethink this electric car shit and and go back to putting petrol fuel in that motherfucker, or we should have did what we supposed to have done back in the day and just drive off steam. And we'll be talking about Stanley steamer engines, everything running on steam and shit can go to anything. But no. Let's fuck up the atmosphere and the ozone layer. And then turn Stanley Steamer into a carpet cleaning company. Bitch, y'all ain't gonna make no shit for cars. Y'all cleaning motherfucking carpets for the rest of y'all life. I'm like, God damn. Stanley Steamer. It could have been the shit. But nah.
We're also hearing stories like that, solar panels on things like roofs, bird poop, leaves, in the sun. I mean, we don't have to worry about that here in the UK. We don't get any sun. But if you do get the sun, then there's been stories of that catching light too. The Lecky, it appears, is a beast. When it comes to the netty zeros, I'm sure Mad Ed and alike, it is what it is. It's all about that target, meeting the netty zeros. Long story short, you've got Volvo there. That's a manufacturer who are known for things like safety, right? Having to recall over 10,000 vehicles. So when it comes to charging, hey, stay safe. Stay safe. I think of the words there. Disco Inferno, ta-ta.
Like Disco Inferno, ta-ta. And Tony Blair. Some more UK news.
Tony Blair, Mr. T. Blair, bigging up the digital ID as research.
Hashtag fuck the digital ID.
Clear. Digital ID will make our interactions with each other and with the state faster, cheaper,
and more reliable.
Bullshit.
It will allow us to judge who has a right to be in our country and who doesn't, and so solves one
That's
of the
my past
major
self
challenges of
talking.
immigration.
Fuck Tony
Facial
Blair.
recognition can now spot suspects in real time from live video.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you, Mr.
We can spot suspects in real time. Go to my community post. I put up a community post of an innocent man that is suing because of y'all false fake facial recognition software bullshit trying to catch a criminal. It said it's 100% it's him, but get there, nope. But they got the nigga fingerprints. They got his name anyway. The damage is already done. The damage and trauma is already done, and that's the whole point. Everybody's a fucking criminal until you go there and get filed in. You're not a criminal, but the shit's still in your record, so you got to pay money to get the shit expunged. I don't know how the expunge situation shit over there is, but I know this is a big hassle. A person could lose their fucking job over this shit. So hashtag fuck digital ID, and we already know they're leaning towards the 2030 agenda. They're trying to get everybody on this smart tech or the smart technology shit, smartphones, smart cars, smart refrigerators they're about to put out. And you think I want to see an ad walking into my fucking kitchen? Appear on my refrigerator, and it catalogs everything in my refrigerator, then it sends ads to the shit that oh my fucking God.
Mr. T. Blair. No, thank you.
Right,
thank you. No,
I've
thank
heard the benefits. I've taken in the insightful information from the likes of you, Unky Klaus, Billy G, WEF, well, all of them really. Heavily invested in this. The agenda is set. I know all of that, but still question marks over that one, I'm afraid. Mainly because of stuff like this. Yes, it's another one.
Yeah,
another
innocent man sues
man
police.
being collared
Yep.
for something that he didn't do. This one's 100 miles away, this one. It does intrigue me, the direction in which this will all go, when they want to centralize everything, of course, and put all your details on, your record, your driving license, your travel, your doctors. It's everything that encapsulates your life. And when AI decides that you are in fact guilty, yeah, whether you like it or not, which is all coming into what they want to come into law now as well, and the whole process of sorting all that out. When AI decides that you are guilty no matter what, and a simple button is literally just switched, and you're off ski, yeah, and like that chap there, you're innocent, you're like, what's going on here? And there's been numerous situations like this now of people having their identities captured on the old facial recognition and not being them. When the simple switch is and you're off, yeah, how does that impact you? Well, that might be why, Mr. T. Blair, why lots of people aren't so keen, perhaps, Tata.
Right. Now that's the UK. Now let's take a trip to Mother Russia. Dove Zadalia. Blame me the vodka. The victory is near. Russia versus Ukraine. Yeah, it's all bad. It's all bad. Everything the government do is all bad. They stealing kids on the side, taking kids on the ride. They been telling you so many lies, ain't no good. It's all bad. It's been going on so long. Even a phone agrees. Fuck the government and this bullshit ass digital ID, age verification, and facial recognition, and all that other shit. Everything the parliament do is all bad. All bad. It's all bad. I'll have to keep from crying. All right, let's go.
Is not just holding ground. Russia has unleashed
is all bad.
battlefield ground and Ukraine is feeling the heat as the war enters its fourth year. Moscow is not just holding ground; it is expanding. On the other hand, Russia says that 7 people have been killed in Ukrainian drone strikes. We track the weapon, the gains, and the diplomacy racing to catch up.
Well, Russia got some firepower.
Russia deploys a terrifying new weapon in Ukraine, shattering defenses with unprecedented force.
Beast.
Front lines buckle as Moscow's gains increase.
I want that.
Explosions rip through the night. Ukrainian soldiers hunker in fortified trenches.
Oh shit!
Artillery pounds relentlessly.
Damn.
Drones circle overhead, hunting targets. The air thickens with tension. Something massive looms on the horizon.
Shoot that fucker! Dude.
Russia unleashes the TOS-3 Dragon. This thermobaric
The
rocket
fucking TOS-3 Dragon. Like, god damn. The TOS-3 Dragon. God damn. You call that bitch a dragon? That motherfucker spit fire. Fire. You gotta say it like Vince McMahon. Fire. Fire. You got in a fiery ring of fire. I'm high.
system mounted on a T-80 chases fires from 25 kilometers away. Fuel-air explosives detonate in sequence. A massive fireball erupts at 3,000 degrees Celsius. The blast wave sucks oxygen from the air, collapsing lungs and pulverizing concrete bunkers.
Damn. It takes away oxygen. Damn. In the words of Will Smith from Independence Day, I got to get me one of these. I want a TOS-3 Dragon. I'm aiming that bitch directly at the fucking Pentagon, the White House, the Parliament. Downing Street will fucking crumble if that bitch get hit by that motherfucker.
No shelter survives. Enemy positions vaporize in seconds.
And they got the Tsar bomb. Yup.
The fourth year of war marks a Russian rampage. Territorial gains here surpass the combined advances of the previous 2 years. Donetsk and Luhansk see relentless pushes. On other hand, the Ukrainian forces continue to launch deep strikes inside Russian territory. A deadly drone strike targeted a fertilizer plant in Russia's western Smolensk region. As the fighting intensifies, Ukrainian diplomat will be meeting U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff in Geneva on Thursday.
The RDS 220.
With Russia expected in early March.
Breaking moments ago, the White House confirming President Trump and Ukrainian President Zelensky spoke on the phone today. This says Vice President J.D. Vance is promising not to give up on helping Ukraine reach an end to its war with Russia.
Eventually, we're either going to be successful.
Man, if Russia let off that motherfucking Tsar Bomber RDS 220, that motherfucker could fuck up Ukraine overnight. I'm surprised he didn't fucking use that bitch. He should have used it. United States and NATO would be like, oh shit. Putin wasn't playing, y'all. Negotiation? No, motherfucker, there's no negotiating with psychopaths. Those are Dania. Click. Oh shit. Hey yo, NATO, UN, pack your shit. Pack your shit. This shit is stronger than the shit that we dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. We got to get the fuck up out of here. I ain't going nowhere. We America. Ooh, America. Shed your grace on me. Fuck that. I'm off this bitch. I quit. You're court martial. I quit.
Going to be right now. The president has some good optimism.
Scared. Why the hell we still involved? Because Biden, bitch ass. We're gonna be talking about it soon on this video because Biden motherfucking said that he was gonna fund those motherfuckers in the Ukraine for 10 years, and I didn't hear Trump stop that shit when he got in office because Trump's still talking about Ukraine. He could first thing he should have did, first executive order, we're not sending Ukraine nothing else. But you know what they did? They put a cap on what they're giving. So instead of 2 bombs, went to getting 1.5. What the fuck? Stop the whole operation.
Can bring this thing to a successful close. It's bad for the world. It's
Exactly.
bad for America.
Exactly what it's time for
keep
show.
working at it.
Senior Foreign Affairs correspondent Greg Palcott spoke with Zelensky as well. He joins us now live from Kyiv. Hi, Greg.
Hi, Sandra. That's right. The war between Ukraine and Russia has just entered its 5th year. That's a proper time to get a battlefield assessment from the man in charge. He spoke with Ukrainian President.
He should have took that bitch within a year. But we all know that this all wars and some motherfucking whack the dog shit. But goddamn, because I've been covering this shit since the beginning. It all started with a hole in a school talking about Russia shot that bitch with a missile. I'm like, where's the shrapnel? Where's the impact crater? Where's the fucking blast zone? It looked like 2 or 3 people like hit a wall with a sledgehammer and put a hole in it and said we got attacked. That's what it looked like. But I know there's more to it than that. I know there's something more to it than that. But since 2007, 2008, I've been seeing NATO and United States grabbing other motherfuckers to break in NATO, and they pushing up on the Russian border. Putin is like, yo, get the fuck up, back the fuck up, because I know what the fuck y'all doing, or I'm gonna blast y'all niggas in retaliation because y'all pushing up on my border and breaking other people in NATO. But no, NATO's like, nigga, fuck what you talking about. United States, yeah, fuck what you talking about. The EU, along with whatever that fucking guy was that made motherfucking Zelensky not take the motherfucking peace deal on the first go around. What the fuck was that nigga name? What the fuck is his name? Oh my god. It'll come to me. But yeah.
Volodymyr Zelensky, deep inside his headquarters in Kyiv, where he's watched and monitored so much action. He had some tough talk about his Russian foe, Vladimir Putin, accusing him of using the current negotiation process to further his offensive aims. Take a listen.
Putin, he understands only power. He understands really what does it mean pressure. And that's why I think he chosen the polite way how to speak with Americans. And I think that they play this game. They try to play with President of the United States.
You think Putin is playing a game?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he need to postpone any kind of negotiations.
Well, the war is far from over. Zelensky spoke with pride.
Zelensky got the fucking nerve to say that. He have the fucking nerve to say that when, oh my God, what the fuck is that guy name that told him not to do it? It probably was Tony Blair.
Powerful enemy, and in some ways, at this point,
no, it's somebody else.
Again, President Zelensky.
Russia couldn't and can't occupy us. They didn't win, and for us, it's a victory.
How?
Our independence and freedom. We could do. They didn't change our geopolitical view. They didn't change the country. They didn't change our flag on their flag. These so important things. That's why I'm proud of it, and I'm sure that Russia recognized.
Really, so you're proud to be a puppet to NATO and the United States and the EU. Okay.
But Sandra, there's no sign that Moscow is backing out now. We asked Zelensky how long the fighting could go on. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. He backed off saying he could only talk of weeks or months. He knows how much his troops have been through. Back to you.
Greg Palcott live with all of that out of Kyiv for us at this hour. Greg, thank you. John.
Sandra, why Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass is facing a lawsuit?
Follows. In favor, 107.
Now, this is the Ukraine bitch talking. And like after that, a Russian chick gonna talk, but like American is gonna be translated. You're gonna tell the difference. Like this is the Ukraine chick talking.
Against?
But 12. Russia wasn't playing.
Abstentions, 51. Draft resolution A/ES11/L17 is adopted.
In a stunning move, the
US abstained not yet. Like I think it's gonna be like after this. Like right now, this was United States not voting on the situation with the Ukraine and Russia situation. But like a lot of people was voting for peace. Like some people was like, fuck that peace shit. But like there's other people that was like, I'm not voting on this shit at all. And the United States was one of them. I'm like, oh yeah, no wonder why you're not voting on it all, because you're funding them, you fucks. But you know, what can I say?
The United Nations General Assembly on the 4th anniversary of the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war. The U.S. abstained from voting on UN resolution calling for an immediate, full, and unconditional ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine. A total of 107 countries voted in favor, while 12 were against, including Russia, Belarus, Iran, and North Korea. 51 countries like Armenia, Brazil.
But think about it, 107 countries. Like, come on, man, end this shit already. 12 countries, including Russia. Like, nigga, fuck that. Y'all keep on pushing up on my board, I'm gonna blast ya. And 12 countries like, yo, I don't want to vote on this matter. Next. The United States was one of them. Shows the true betrayal of motherfucker Zelensky. They're not even voting on your shit no more. They can fuck you. But you still get funded a little bit because you have to put a cap on it. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Hungary, Kazakhstan, Serbia, the United States, Uzbekistan, and India.
Zelensky is making bank off this war. Hell yeah.
Years of presidency,
non-stop supply code.
By Kyiv, providing it with weapons and financial aid worth billions of dollars,
and guns and money.
A diplomatic blitz against Russia for its invasion of Ukraine. But under President Trump's administration, the U.S. policy changed with a cap on funds and weapons. Tammy Bruce.
Yeah, it's a cap on funds and weapons. That means you might not get the usual amount you usually get, instead of just stopping that whole shit, period, and just take yourself off the war. You're supplying Ukraine, but yet you having talks with Putin. What type of shit is that? On some real shit. I'm trying to make peace. I want to make peace with both countries. There is no peace with psychopaths. Putin said this shit out of his own mouth. There is not going to be a ceasefire. And when there was about to be one, like I'm talking about, like when it was about to be one, let's just play the game, y'all. When it was about to be one, Zelensky blew up a pipeline and a fucking bridge, killing a couple people. That following day, he's like, all right, you ready for that talking now? Putin was like, fuck no. That's what he said. There's no negotiating with psychopaths. You want a peace deal. Right before the peace deal, you blow up a bridge and a pipeline. You fuck? Hell no. Peace deal is off.
Deputy representative to the UN explained the latest American move on Ukraine.
While the United States welcomes the resolution's call for an immediate ceasefire, our view is that certain language in the resolution is likely to distract from ongoing negotiations, rather than support discussion of the full range of diplomatic avenues that may pave the way to durable peace.
Ukraine's Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mariana Betsa, warned that Russian aggression is imperial and now colonial in its nature.
Russia is retaliating because of what the United States and NATO and the EU is doing. This is retaliation. Stop pushing up on my fucking border. Stop bringing people into NATO. I told y'all to stop doing this shit. To y'all face. But Putin said this on some, I think like the recent interview. Putin said he's laughing right now at all of our propaganda, at all the propaganda here and in the EU, even in the UK, if they want to play the game too. Putin said he's sitting back laughing. I'm not surprised if Putin just kicking back, waiting for our dollar to collapse so we can turn into a third, fourth world country. And everybody gonna have no choice but to rely on bricks. It's gonna be a fucking wrap in a minute. Putin, this is why Putin is laughing. And if they drop that fucking czar bomb on a motherfucker, it's over. The only thing that they probably need to do with that czar bomb, they might have to. I know it's gonna take a dog ass aircraft to carry it. That's a bad motherfucker. But they're gonna have to be cloaked. That bitch gonna have to be on a stealth bomber. Like a dog ass stealth bomber too, that can hold that bitch and carry it to a location and drop that hoe. That motherfucker is a fucking beast. 3,000 times more powerful than the one that we dropped on Hiroshima. Come on, let Russia drop the czar bomb. It's over. It's fucking over. So you better brush up on your Russian. Dov zadanya, akudovui, spasiba, ya diga varu paruski. I'm out. You either go chill with Snowden or you go chill with Russell. Get the fuck away from this fucking country. But anyway, let's finish this all.
Accused Ukraine of not taking peace talk seriously.
Russia's war with Russia has shattered peace in Europe and around the globe.
and stuck at the very core of the UN Charter and the fundamental principles of international law.
No, y'all pushing that shit across the globe because at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep saying this. Now, this is where I'm not playing the game where I'm calling out Wag the dog. I have not seen casualties of either side. I have not seen no bodies. Y'all have not publicized anything. Everybody's on a hush hush when it comes to this shit. When I saw the videos and footage of the shits from the war starting all the way to now, there has not been no bodies. Y'all have pulled up on empty fields, shooting at empty fields and trees, pulling up at empty locations, shooting at empty houses and empty buildings. Y'all have showed us pictures and photos of a destroyed block, but every fucking car on that block is crispy as fuck. So you're telling me this bomb destroy everything over here, but it don't touch these cars. It look like y'all motherfuckers pulled up to a photo op. Then, oh my fucking God, let's go back to the beginning. When y'all was like, motherfucking, these soldiers are creeping on, but you zoom in, it's cardboard weapons. Then y'all talking about y'all have y'all planes in the sky. Then a gamer comes out and talking about, this is my flight simulator. I play this every day. Shouts out to the gamers for putting that shit out there. And then the fucking icing on the cake. They was like, this mall blew up. Thousands of people died. Where are the cars in the parking lot? Y'all got me fucked all the way up. And over there in Russia, no bodies, but a couple reporters went over there and tried to find out some information and got pop. Didn't make it back home to America. Don't stumble across the movie set without getting shot. So look, but compare that war to what the fuck going on in the Middle East. I'm seeing bodies of men, women, and children. 30% of that shit is AI, but I have seen kids get shot in the fucking face. Hospitals getting fucking nuked with people in them. Man, genocide right before our eyes, but I can't see not a single fucking dead body from this Ukraine-Russia shit. I'm just saying, question everything. Now let's on the Ukraine talk. Sorry, I have to get that out. Because I always got to break it up when it's war.
Sovereignty, territorial integrity, and non-use of force. Russia's war of aggression is imperial and neo-colonial in its nature.
Yeah, it's a hot mess.
What Russia wants to do, what Kremlin wants to do, is to divide the world into spheres of influence and to make Ukraine as a satellite. Russia will not succeed. Russia continues to demonstrate no genuine willingness to stop this aggression. Just throughout 1 week.
That's bullshit, bitch. They was willing to talk to motherfucking Zelensky, but y'all blew up a fucking bridge. And this was like maybe like last year or the year before last. I think it was like last year in the summer or some shit. I know I always try to cover this shit when I can, but man, they're trying to make Russia look like they're the bad guys. And they've been doing this shit and they've been putting it in movies since the 80s. The Hunt for Red October or motherfucking secret Russian spies and all this shit. It's like, nigga, Russia ain't the bad guy the United States is. And they will always be the bad guys. They will always be the bad guys. They are here policing the world. They got over 200 plus countries under U.S. rule. We are so fucked up over here. And you know what's even more crazy? 60 plus countries banned our food. What does that tell you? Our food is fucking poison. So I'm like, man, but I digress.
From 8th to 15th February 2026, Russia launched about 1,300 attack drones.
Sure did.
More than 1,200 guided aerial bombs.
Sure did.
And 50 missiles against Ukraine.
Sure
most of
did.
them ballistic. On the contrary, Ukraine has shown clear and good faith readiness to pursue peace, including through compromises which are extremely difficult for us, such as accepting the cessation of hostilities along the line of conflict. And this is not merely a war against a state, it's a war against people. It's a war against rules, it's a war against law, it's a war against humanity. Madam President, Ukraine did not choose this war. Ukraine chooses peace, Ukraine chooses life, Ukraine chooses independence and freedom.
If the true goal is really peace.
Now, this is the Russian chick talking with the American translator. Nah, it's not like, if y'all really motherfucking wanted peace,
then actions must corroborate words rather than contradict them.
Exactly.
If the Kiev regime were truly interested in achieving lasting peace, it would focus its efforts on diplomacy, on seeking mutually acceptable solutions, on working out durable security guarantees for both Russia and Ukraine. The draft resolution is titled Support for Lasting Peace in Ukraine, but its content focuses primarily on the demand for an immediate and complete cessation of hostilities. A ceasefire in itself can be an important element of a settlement, but it is not an end in itself. History knows many examples when a hasty truce that did not address the root causes of the conflict turned into just a pause before a new round of violence. It is clear that Kiev, facing serious difficulties on the front line, as well as dwindling support from its Western sponsors, is primarily interested in a pause so that it can regroup and rearm.
It was like, all right, y'all want to have a chick speak for Ukraine? We're going to have our chick speak for Russia. Man. Woo, she was like, man, if y'all really wanted peace, man, y'all actions will corroborate y'all fucking words. Y'all motherfuckers have been doing this, that. I'm like, oh my God, she's on point.
Leader Vladimir Putin back from the diplomatic cold. Due to Trump's pressure, both Kyiv and Moscow are engaged in peace talks aiming at ending the war. So far, both the nations have conducted 3 rounds of peace talks. On Feb 17-18, Ukrainian and Russian officials met in Geneva, Switzerland, following 2 earlier rounds in the UAE's capital, Abu Dhabi, earlier this month in January. The next round of Russia-Ukraine negotiations could take place on Feb 26th-27th. The head of Ukraine's presidential office, Kirilo Budanov,
that's today and tomorrow.
Nothing substantial came out in these peace talks other than a mere consensus on prisoners swap. Meanwhile, Trump...
Wow, nothing comes out but a prisoner swap? Now, we all know how prisoner swaps go. It goes horribly wrong, especially with our country. We traded an arms dealer called the Merchant of Fucking Death for a bitch that looks like a dude for weed. Hi. There was just another prisoner swap recently. I forgot what it was, but it was just as stupid. So the negotiations is not about ending the war, but about a prisoner swap. Yeah, you locked up our. Yup. They kicked me out my live, them bastards. They kicked me out my live. But I was about to say, like, this is how you know the Cold War never ended. Because y'all still sending secret agents at each other. Like, come on. We all know who got the bigger bomb. It's Russia. Who got the bigger influence? America. Who got the sophisticated secret agents? The people over there in London. Who got some good food? I'm fucking hungry. But anyway, I think that's the end of that. Wait a minute. I think it might be a minute left. Wait.
In his State of the Union address, said that he is working hard to end the 9th war, Russia and Ukraine, a war which would never have happened if I had been president.
Get the fuck out of here.
Between Russia, think of that 25,000 soldiers are dying
25
a month. A war which would have never happened if I were president. Would have never happened. As president, I will make peace wherever I can.
Somebody said something in the background. I couldn't really hear it.
America, wherever we must. That's why in a breakthrough operation last June, the United States military.
Yeah, they cut that shit quick. But we got to go to the State of the Union address. Like, that's the end of it. This is the last video. Because I think I got everything. And then I might come back later, probably do some Carl Jung shit. You already know what it is, but this is the last of it. 10-minute, 30-second video. Then we're going to play some tracks that we're going to get up out of here. Maybe something to eat.
Car salesman peddling. Did you watch the State of the Onion last night?
It was horrible.
Bloated,
I didn't see it, though. I didn't see
spectacle, where Trump played a used car salesman peddling winning while Democrats and Republicans look like hostages waiting for a Mexican food truck. Tim Pool quoted a CNN poll that skewed heavily to the right, claiming, "We are so back." And I hope you brought your popcorn, because at one point during the show, Senator Mark Wayne Mullen tried to grab the sign of Al Green, which read, "Black people are not apes." Turns out Al Green is still a little bit sensitive and miffed about Trump's Truth Social post about the Obamas. "It's okay, Al. It was just an intern."
The video was originally posted at 11:44 p.m. on Thursday. The president deleted it 12 hours later. After initially defending the post, the administration then put out a news statement telling ABC News a White House staffer erroneously made the post.
Ilhan Omar grabbed some of the spotlight last night.
Public officials who block the removal of criminal, in many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country. They're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
And what do I know? I'm sitting here thinking any government that would dare allow an Ilhan Omar to become a congresswoman or a Donald Trump to become president is probably a government that needs to be dismantled. Like yesterday. Last night's State of the Union address proved once again that liberty dies in applause lines. It's pure show and no substance. It's meant to keep us distracted, deceived, and divided while Palantir continues to consolidate power. But the line that really got Republican juices flowing, like this from Sean Farash, he says, "This was the checkmate moment of tonight." Trump asked members of Congress to stand in support of the idea that our government's first duty is to serve and protect the interests of American citizens over illegal aliens. The Democrats remained seated, and everyone saw it. Let's take a look at that moment.
So tonight I'm inviting every legislator to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle. If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
Oh my fucking God. The fucking shit show is real, y'all. This shit is horrible. I hate this government. I hate them all. They all salty, looking all embarrassed, sitting down. But the ones that's standing up is just as stupid. Oh my God, man, I hate the government. I hate this shit. That's the longest standing ovation ever. Trump is not that great. Longest standing ovation ever. No, I'm from the past up to say it again. Come on, brother. Nigga ain't Michael Jackson. Sit your ass down. One big circle fucking jerk. Pause.
Let's watch Stephen
I know, right?
reaction to the circus sideshow.
So tonight I'm inviting every legislator to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle.
Challenge.
If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show
And then
your
don't tell
support.
everybody get Epstein.
First duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
Wow. I've never seen this. Wow.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Now, what's crazy is this guy can manage to get a Steven Crowder clip in, but I can't. I can't get a picture or audio or a clip of Steven Crowder without them talking about they hit me with a strike immediately every time I fuck with Steven Crowder. But the channel I'm on right now is called The Disturbing Illusion. I keep on forgetting to say the channel names of all the shit I be clicking on. But like this is The Disturbing Illusion. The news coverage, I go to either Talk TV or Sky News, or sometimes Status Coop News, or sometimes Rebel News. You know, I just try to grab my truth and dip. And sometimes I fuck with Al Jazeera. Sometimes, you know, sometimes they have some shit that I never even heard of. And it's another one. Somewhere in China. Old girl, I forgot her name. I think her name is Lee something.
Finish your what?
It's all you
Because you just saw the godforsaken
forsaken demons that they are.
Yeah, Trump took those and went to North Korea.
Those sons of bitches pulling out for it.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of North Korea, America bitched up like a motherfucker. I'm gonna never forget that day they bitched up. They bitched up over a movie. United States bitched up over a movie, and we all know the movie starring James Edward fucking Franco and Seth Rogen about the Korea shit. Korea was like, nigga, if y'all play that fucking movie, we gonna fuck y'all up. In so many fucking words. Y'all play that shit, y'all do that shit, y'all doing with this shit, we gonna fuck y'all up. Nigga, America backtracked like a motherfucker. I think the movie still came out, but like it didn't come out the way that the promotion or the marketing wanted it to explode. Man, nigga, North Korea was like, bitch, we'll blow y'all up. I was like, all right, America, what the fuck you gonna do? Motherfuckers like, all right, we're sorry. I was like, y'all some bitches. This country only punk motherfuckers that don't have shit. They only punk motherfuckers that don't have shit. They ain't gonna punk Russia, and you ain't gonna punk China, and you ain't gonna punk North Korea, no matter how small North Korea is. They have confidence like motherfucking Putin. They'll like try it. We won't blow y'all up. Now we understand that like North Korea probably don't have no missiles to make it over here, but best believe North Korea will fuck up one of our allies. So go ahead. It's like we'll fuck y'all up. Since America love money, we're just gonna fuck up y'all money source. We'll blow that bitch up. Or in a motherfucking shit, we could drag South Korea into this. We'll blow up South Korea because they're your allies. We'll fuck them up. you know, like it's like, whoa, the shit could have went any way. I'm gonna never forget that over a movie.
And that's really all it takes for the Steven Crowders of the world to believe the WWE political dog and pony show is real. And no Republican wants to talk about the fact that this is just red meat theater. Trump himself has carved out major exceptions for big ag and the hospitality sector, giving exceptions to the very illegal aliens that he's now demonizing or pretending to demonize.
Right.
Because, you got to stick it to the libs. That's all part of the dog and pony show. Trump's protect the citizens rhetoric is just pretend tough talk. But when strawberries are rotting and beds aren't being made in hotels and toilets are nasty, all of a sudden, longtime workers aren't aliens, they're essential. All of this is WWE. That's all it's been. That's all it's ever gonna be. And yet, psychopathic propaganda.
And in the words of Bret the Hitman Hart, I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Welcome to the WWE. Fake ass shit.
It's like Glenn Beck say, I cannot wait to go over this speech tomorrow. The most effective speech I have seen a president give in front of Congress. Wow. The most powerful moment. Stand if you agree that
that State of the Union was a JFK had the greatest speech of all time, where he called out within a short 5-minute fucking clip. Short 5 minutes. We opposed to secret oaths, the secret proceedings. Motherfuckers that be doing shit by day and other shit. I was like, yo, JFK is going in right now. This nigga cooking. Hey, you want to talk about Trump? Man, come on.
of the American Congress is to protect the lives of the American people. And
Trump's speech ain't even better than the other guy's speech. That's not what your country can do for you. It ain't better than that speech. It ain't better than they have nothing to fear but fear itself. It ain't even better than that. And I hate that president too. It ain't better than the president that told y'all motherfuckers presidents are not elected, they are selected. Shit ain't better than he is. But Trump got damn. But Trump got the bullshit speech. JFK got the best speech. Shit.
not of illegals. By the way, he didn't say American people. He said American citizens.
The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
Trump wants you to know that he knows that he's part of the ruling class, part of the elitists that look at you not as people, but as citizens, as denizens of a city, as subjects to be ruled. Yep. And Glenn Beck says, none of the Dems stood right in the Save America Act. Wow, he's killing it. I cannot wait to get on the air tomorrow. Wow, wow, wow. People like Glenn Beck and Steven Crowder and everybody in the left.
And real shit, you know, like back when I was, you know, studying, doing research, I used to watch Glenn Beck, you know, because like Fox ain't really had nothing else on. But, you know, but the only show I liked it was Glenn Beck, and I think it was another show called it was another show. It was probably Red Eye or some shit, you know, but like I used to just, you know, like to try to get my news from there. And there's an HLN network. It was a chick named Robin Meade. Oh my gosh, she was so hot. I used to love just turning on my TV in the morning, go to HLN. Like, damn, look at my girl Robin Meade. Look at all sexy. What's she wearing today? Oh, she wearing blue. Her hair all down and shit. And I just, all right. Then I go to Fox. I'm like, all right, what's popping on Fox? Ain't nothing. All right, Glenn Beck, come on that phone. All right, let's go study some other shit. And I'll see y'all niggas. And then I go to C-SPAN and watch what laws being put into place. It's boring as shit. I be smoking weed on that shit, smoking blunt, and then I'm like, all right, they on some bullshit. Let me write some shit down, though, take some notes. And then I go watch book TV, see what book they talking about reading. If it sound interesting, I'll sit there and listen. But yeah, then hurricane, that shit. Yes, I be trying to learn some shit. This is my everyday routine. Wake up, get fresh, meditate if I can, or work on some music if I can. Then try to look for something or some shit. And the rest of the day is free. Like, what I want to do? Probably play the game or probably take a nap, eat something, whatever. You know. But yeah, let's get back to it.
Right. Want you to continue for the political
yeah, he ain't shit tell the American citizens from Epstein buddies, right?
By it and distracted, because that's how we're effectively divided. United States Senator Mike Lee jumped into the dog and pony fray by saying, I've been to 16 of these. I've never seen Republicans behave like this during a Democrat State of the Union. Never. Yet the MSM says nothing. Why? Well, it's probably because you're lying, Mike. You have the community noted. It says Marjorie Taylor Greene, Andy Ogles, and Derek Van Orden heckled Joe Biden in 2024, not to mention Lauren Boebert in 2022. Joe Wilson heckling Barack Obama in 2009. I mean, let's be honest. Mike Lee is just gaslighting here. Aren't these Republicans heckling a Democrat
with dignified speech by sitting there after he tells one lie after another? These are not normal times. This is not business as usual. But I will be there to call it as bullshit on social media, so stay tuned.
Just got one question for you, Jim. Can you name a president who's not a pathological liar?
Right.
Can you name a congressman or a senator who's not a pathological liar?
Are dumb. Look, if you're so rent DVDs, use this site. I'm going to send you and all the viewers the link. It runs your info through an AI system. You just need to tap on your year, make, model, and then it pulls every discount you qualify for.
I think I walked away
pay full
and this
coverage
ad popped up.
for $29 a month for my
What the
Tesla.
hell?
You know, the funny thing is that my old agent still calls deductibles low.
In a branch, they control
My
the
bad.
House
AI system.
yes, to everyone. The Republican
There we go.
I don't answer. Let AI handle it. It's just like a car quiz. You answer the year.
I'm trying to go back, but my fucking fingers too
5635
big.
is what came back from my Toyota Tacoma. That's full coverage.
Ah,
even
shit.
have the
There we go.
judiciary under their thumb, and
What
yet
up, though, eyes
we
wide
still
shut?
have gun laws in America from a party, a ruling party that claims to be pro Second Amendment. If we have any laws over and above shall not be infringed, they are unconstitutional and antithetical to true liberty, and yet the Republicans aren't going to do anything about it. That should tell you everything you need to know about how pervasive and evil this dog and pony show really is. You know, as much as politicians talk about protecting American citizens, the only people being protected by politicians, I mean, truly being protected, are corporate elitists, bankers, and the donor class. The State of the Union isn't real leadership. It's a yearly gaslighting session where one guy stands up there pretending he's fixing everything. One side pretends he is fixing everything, and the other side pretends they could do better. And some Americans pretend it matters. Well, guess what? It doesn't. It's illusion alive while the country rots. Isn't that right, Howard Lucky Ludnick? These people are bought and paidist puppets.
Right.
They operate on donor funds, and they don't give a damn about or have. And this is a stage show to get you distracted, deceived, divided, and demoralized.
I think
hell yeah, YouTube on that bullshit. Why we about to talk about the AI and what the military is forcing motherfuckers to do? Yeah, they want some car bought with guardrails. I mean, like with no guardrails on it. Let's go down. Let's get back to it.
The way that they want, and we've already shown that the government isn't exactly ethical or moral or even doing what's best for people, willing to do all kinds of really shady things in order to get ahead. That is not really a good thing. But let me just show you some of the things that's been going on with AI and why it's so scary that our government wants it without those guardrails. First of all, this is from Engadget. Hacker used Anthropic's Claude chatbot to attack multiple government agencies in Mexico. This resulted in the theft of tax and voter information. So what happened was a hacker exploited Anthropic's Claude chatbot to carry out attacks against Mexican government agencies. This resulted in the theft of 150 gigabytes of official government data, including taxpayer records, employee credentials, and more. The hacker used Claude to find vulnerabilities in government networks. Hacker. This was not a government. Imagine the AI in the hands of the government.
It was the government. They're doing this problem reaction solution scenarios on some real shit. That's what I think it is. All these hacks, all these. Nah, dog. Y'all doing that shit just so y'all can motherfucking implement some laws. For real shit. Real shit. But at the same time, a hacker could do it and get some information, sell it to the highest bidder. They want their money too. But at the same time, I'm starting to think all these hacks, all these data breaches, I think the government is doing it probably reaction solution style so they can motherfucking implement. That motherfucker is gonna keep on kicking me out. Damn.
What the hacker was able to do was essentially.
Damn, YouTube. All right, what we're gonna do is this. I'm gonna come back later and do the AI video. All right, I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna end it right here, and I'm gonna come back later after I eat and do the AI. Catch y'all in a minute. Much love to my guy, this Vonta, UK correspondent, senior love, positive healing energy, baby. Get well. Shouts out to everybody else. Shout out to Water Style. Shouts out to everybody. Eyes wide shut, and everybody all just gonna watch on the playback. I'll catch y'all in a minute. Peace. I'm gonna come back later with the AI government.